Hey everybody, I'm Noah with the Valor team, a broker with San Antonio's Finest Realty, and I appreciate you guys stopping by for this quick training. I'll try to keep it as quick as possible for our CDA or Commission Disbursement Authorization Program. Um, the realization for the need for this came about after a bunch of transactions got backlogged with commission payments because our commission pipeline, it's a long one. And if you have a long stretched out commission pipeline, there's a lot of opportunities for it to get bogged down. So our current model, as most of you probably know, if you've had a closing before, the gross commission goes to Gasper. Gasper keeps out his cut, sends it to your managing broker. Your managing broker keeps it, his or her cut, and then sends you your cut. And that's after the title company sends it to Gasper. So there's a lot of different places where it could get bogged down. If title takes a couple of days to get it to Gasper, that's delay. And then if Gasper's on vacation, or he has 48 to 72 hours to get it to the next person. So long story short is making it for some transactions, it could be a week before we get paid. And we all know we want to get paid as fast as possible and as easy as possible. So instead of the commission getting stuck somewhere in that pipeline, the new CDA program will allow us to get paid directly from the title company. So the purpose of this training, well, let me back up. There's two main goals that we wanted to accomplish with the CDA program that the old program, the old commission policy, uh, worked with. We all know that in order for us to get paid, right, we send our PDS or payment data sheet, and once the final file is good to go and approved, we get paid. That's to maintain transaction and file quality control to limit liability for the brokerage and yourself as agents. That was our first top priority. The second priority is limiting or making sure we have security of wiring instructions, account numbers, and routing numbers. Because if you guys didn't know, the company account got hacked and some money got stolen. I believe it was last year or 2 years ago. And because our account and routing numbers are just floating around there in people's emails. So this new CDA program gives us the ability to accomplish both those goals, and at the same time makes it easier for every agent to get paid faster and have a clearer idea of where your commission is at. And really, it just ends up falling on the title company if we haven't gotten paid yet, versus one of the 3 people or 4 people in the commission pipeline. So I'm going to try to keep this video as fast as possible, as short as possible. And please bear with me as I'm winging most of this, but I have a setup for showing you guys. There's really 2 parts to this. The first part is we are getting everybody on the same page with wiring instructions or wiring information. From here forward, any new agent that gets onboarded, this will be part of the process. So the only reason why this is first step is happening is because this is a new program we're getting everybody onto. The second step is how you get paid. And it's actually very similar to how we do it now. Just a few steps are done before the process, a few extra signing steps. So I think you guys will love it, especially once we start getting paid fairly quickly from transactions. I mean, it could be that day that you're going to get paid. No promises though. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to talk through some things with you guys. Share screen and Google Chrome. Okay, so the first thing, guys, is we are going to have 2 forms. We're going to have the CDA, the Commission Disbursement Authorization or Agreement form, and we're going to go over that in a second. The other form is going to be our wiring information form or sheet. Okay, so the CDA, there's not going to be any sensitive information on that, and that can be emailed with the title company or to the title company, no problem. The wiring information sheet is what's going to have everyone's account numbers on it. Gasper's account number, your managing broker's account number, your account number. That's the sensitive information that we are trying to keep secure so nobody can steal it. So if you guys understand now, we have a link to the main wiring instructions with all the account numbers, It's password protected, a PDF. You email the link to title and you call them with the password. That model is still going to stay the same. However, now each agent is going to have their own set of wiring information or wiring instructions with your own link and your own password that you choose. And you're still going to email that link to title and call them with the password, okay? After you email them the CDA. But now that we have to do this, everybody has to have their own wiring instructions. And so the purpose of this first step is to get everyone's information, and then I will password protect each PDF and give you your link, okay? And that is what you're going to send to the title company so they have what account numbers to wire to. So what we're going to do here is you are going to create in zip forms a fake transaction. Okay, so I already have mine set up, but I'll show you. We're going to click new. You're going to do a new purchase or offer. You're going to type your full name. You're going to click residential, go down to templates, and just, it already does it automatically, but make sure SAFR buyer's template is selected and save it. Okay, and I already did it, so I'm going to go back. We're going to go into the transaction here and go to documents. Okay, so you see down here, I already have, and I'm messing around with some of the stuff here, but sample CDA wiring and sample CDA. The files should automatically populate because they're going to be in a template on here, and they're not going to be labeled these exactly, but it'll most likely still be SAFR CDA for the CDA. And then it'll be something like wiring information or wiring instructions, SAFR wiring, whatever it is, for the other one. So what we're doing right now is the wiring instructions. So I'll show you a quick preview of this form. So the wiring instructions, again, it's to be utilized with SAFR CDA 1, and it's going to have everyone's breakdown of wiring instructions. Now I blacked this out because I didn't want Gasper's information on this video, and I haven't filled my information in yet here. But as you can see here, it's got Gasper's information on here. It's going to be pre-filled out. It's going to have your managing broker, and this one is for me, their information pre-filled out. And then there's a spot for your information to be filled out. So we need your name, your routing number, your account number, the bank name, and the bank address. Okay. And so once this is filled out, unless you change what bank you use, this is going to stay the same. So right now, what we're working on doing is filling this out so you guys can get all the information that we need. Oops, my bad. Hold on a second. All right, so let me come back here. I'm going to turn off screen sharing, and I'm going to pause this video real quick while I check on something, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back real quick. As I was doing the video, I realized a quick, easier way to do something, so I had to quickly research it. But without further ado, let's continue on. Let me share my screen. Google Chrome. Okay, so we're here in the transaction in the documents section, and you're going to click on the tile for the wiring form to preview it up. Okay, like I was going over before, it's broke down into different sections. The bottom section is where your information needs to go. And what we're going to do is at the very top, you click Markup. And then on the left is how you add a text box. We'll scroll to the bottom to your information, text box, click, and it adds a box that you can resize and move around as needed. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep adding text boxes and all the information wherever they need to go. Actually, I might just be able to text box, bank name, text box, bank address. And we'll fill it all out. Michael Traynor, fake one, bank account number, the best bank, 123 banking drive. Okay. Once you have inputted your information in here, and let me let you guys know in case you didn't see the email, because of the way that this is going to be set up now, you guys can use any bank account you want for your commissions to be wired to. I highly recommend you do not use a personal account and have a bank account specifically for your business, but you guys are adults and can do what you want to do. So if you want to do this, open up a new bank account with whoever you want to go with before you do this. Excuse me. And that their information will go in this form. So once you've inputted all this information, you go up here and click save, click yes. And as you see at the very bottom, it now has the information that you put in. Now, once that's done, at the very top, you click submit for review, needs review. In the comment section, you're gonna comment the password that you want your PDF to be, right? So password to be, and then pass1 or whatever. The reason why we're doing it in zip forms like this, guys, is because it keeps everything password protected, it's encrypted and all that, and I need the ability to get the full form back from each one of you so I can put a password on it and upload it to the website and give you your personal link. So once, and I'm not going to click it, but you click apply at the bottom, that's going to mark it as review. I'd probably also text your managing broker, hey, my wiring information form is ready to go. Once we get that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to download the PDF, put a password on it, upload it to get you your individual link, and I'll send it back to you. I don't know if it'll be in an email or in zip forms, but if you want to go ahead in the comment section and also just put in your email address, just so you know, if we do decide to do it via email, I know what email to send the link to. We'll do that. And that's it for the wiring information form, okay? Now we're going to talk about the CDA, how we get paid. All right, guys, so we're going to go over the CDA now and how to get paid. All right, I'm just gonna cancel that for a second. Okay, so currently as it works, guys, as you know, you'll create your final file, you'll submit it for review and send the PDS. Once the final file is reviewed and approved, then you get paid, right? And your commission might be somewhere in that commission pipeline. The CDA is taking the place of the PDS. And we're front loading the final file approval prior to closing. So the weekend or week of closing, what it's going to look like step by step is you're going to get your final file ready as much as possible. Obviously, you might be, or you may be missing your settlement statement, your signed settlement statement, you know, like a buyer's walkthrough, something like that. But you've got the bulk of the documents in, you should. And you've got that final file ready. You're going to do everything you've done before. You're going to send it for review, even without the documents that you're missing from closing, as long as everything else is done by then. If you're missing something for some reason that should already be in, just put a note. And you're going to go open up your CDA form, okay? So kind of the same thing we did with the other form. We are going to fill this out. You click markup at the top, and you can see this information is, excuse me, this is the information that was all on the PDS already. Nothing should be new to you as far as this information goes. But remember, you click text, click, and it adds a text box, size it, and then put in whatever you want, right? So start filling this out. The new part is the commission disbursement allocation. This is where you're going to be doing the math and the breakdown of the commission and what goes who, or what goes to who and where. I don't know if you guys can see the calculator I'm using. Hopefully you can. If not, it's not a big deal. I'm going to use easy numbers for you guys. So Broker slash owner of Faithfully Homes and Land LLC directs listed title company slash officer to disburse portions of the gross commission earned blank from the above listed transaction via wire, ACH, check as follows. Okay, so this is the gross commission earned. So what we're going to do is, let's say it's a $100,000 house and the commission is 3%. Okay, and we know that's $3,000. There is a gross commission section on the PDS. This is where it's moved to. Okay, so I already put the dollar sign, 3,000, and make sure you guys put the cents on there as well. Very important. So down here is how it's going to be broken up. Faithfully Homes and Land will always be on the top and pre-filled in. And so let's say we're at a 99.1, right? Or your broker's at a 99.1, then 1% goes to Gasper. So 1% of $30,000 is $30. So add that in there. Now, where it starts getting a little bit different, you guys have to pay attention, is your commission structure with your managing broker. Okay. The way that I do it is my commission structure is taken after Gasper's cut. Okay, and I'm pretty sure every other broker does the same way, but verify. So let's assume I'm at a 80-20 with my agent. Okay, next you're going to put your managing broker's name. So let's pretend this is one of my agents, Ballard. Okay. What's going to go in this section is going to be 20% of the team or group gross amount, which is the $3,000 minus Gasper's cut. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the calculator I have up here, but we're going to do $3,000 minus $30. Okay. That's the team gross. Now, if I'm at an 80-20, I take 20%, my agent takes 80. All we got to do to get that number is do it times 0.20, 594. So I, as a managing broker, will make 594. And make sure you put the cents in there, guys, are really important, and try to line it up so it looks a little bit neat. So sales associate. You can figure out this number a couple different ways. You can do 3,000 minus 30 minus 594, however you want to do it. You can also do 3,000 minus 30, which gets you the team or group net. Right now it's 2970, and you can multiply that times the agent's cut, 0.80. So it should be $2,376. $2,376 and zero. Oops. 2,000. What was it? 376. $2,376.00. Okay, and then you'll put the sales associate name right here. So we'll assume it's Angie Carver. Right. Again, try to line them up so they look a little neat. The other section is for if you have an FTA involved in the mix, there's a referral, you're splitting or working out with somebody, you can put that in there as well. However, the caveat to that is most title companies will not do any more than 3 wires for commissions. So this CDA form allows them to split up the commission, and they could do a check directly to that person. But just know that that's why there's only 3 entries on the wire form, because most will not do 4 wires for us, and 3 is even pushing it sometimes. So just know that, work that out with your managing broker. But if there's anybody else that a portion of the commission has to go to, you can write their name in other and then put the portion right here. So these 3 lines should all add up to $3,000. Just to triple check your work, it should add up to the gross commission. So I'm going to go from the bottom up. $2,376 plus $594 plus $30 equals $3,000, which is the gross commission right here. That's probably going to be the hardest part of this CDA is getting used to the math, guys. And what'll happen is, I'm going to explain in a second, it'll be double checked. So under the signatures and broker instructions section. So let's go, let's see, look at this little tiny text area here. Sales associate will provide title company with separate wiring instructions which can complement the CDA and agrees with brokers to add settlement statements to any other documents received at or after closing to their final file within 7 days. Okay, so by signing this, you guys are agreeing to this, and there's going to be the policy form that goes along with this as well, that you guys will get eventually. Broker instructions, real quick, guys. What this is used for is if you want a portion to be taken out, you're telling Gasper, hey, I want this amount to be taken out of my commission for my war chest. Okay, so let's just assume that you owe $200 in your war chest. 200 to war chest fee. Okay, so you add that there, right? Maybe in a line. What this is saying is that if you're going to do $200 to your war chest, then Gasper's $30 needs to change to $230, and you would subtract $200 from your commission. Okay, this is telling Gasper, hey, I know you take 1% of the commission. However, I want $200 of my commission to go towards my fee that I owe you. That is why the amount to you is $230. Again, these three lines should add up to make the gross commission over here. Gross commission will never change. 2176 plus 594 plus 230 equals 3,000. Okay. Last but not least, the signature page. So what you're going to do is, and I'm going to show you guys this in a second, we're going to go ahead and just save this. Save it. Okay, so now you can see it saved it. I didn't fill everything in, but it saved all the information here. It looks nice and clean. At the top, you are going to e-sign it. You can title this however you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to send this to, and I'm still working on if these are going to be pre-filled or not, guys, so bear with me. But you're going to send this to yourself to sign. You're going to send it to your managing broker to sign, and you're going to send it to Gasper to sign. So I'm just going to do this for fun. Let's see, just Joey Gasper. All right. We all know how to send documents for signatures, guys. I have DocuSign, so no, let me back up. I'm gonna close out of this. I'm gonna do it in zip forms so you guys can see it in case you don't have DocuSign. E-sign. I mean zip logic, sorry. So this is just an example, but you would have, if this is me, if I'm just an agent, you would have yourself, your sales associate, you would have your managing broker, and you would always have Gasper in there. So this will load up the CDA form, right, to add your signature spots. And so drag and drop. I'm the sales associate. Obviously, we all know we can make them smaller. Noah Ballard. And I'm going to add Joey, who's the managing broker. Obviously, I understand that this does not match. I'm just showing you where to put the signature sections, guys. Joey smaller. And then you're going to go to Gasper's and drag and drop. And you'll send it off. Okay. So what this is going to do, you want the order you want it to go is you want it to go to yourself first, and you're going to sign it right away. Okay. Once you sign it, you want the next order flow to go to your managing broker. Your managing broker, what this does is this says, and you can shoot them a text or however you do it also, hey, my final file is ready for review. Your managing broker is going to go in, review your final file. Once it's approved, they're also going to verify the math. Okay, they're going to make sure the commission breakdown is correct and true to the current splits between your team or group and yourself with your managing broker. Once they've verified that, they'll sign it. It's going to go to Gasper for his final signature. He'll verify it if he wants to or not, and it'll come back to you as a fully executed commission disbursement agreement. Once this is back, you guys can download it, email it to the title company. You do not need a password or anything like that because there's no sensitive information on here, right? It's just an information sheet. You email this along with the link to your wiring form that we talked about previously to the title company. You call them with the password, and that is it. From this point on, let me stop sharing my screen. From this point on, guys, is that the commission wires will be the responsibility of you guys and the title company. So depending on how fast you get the CDA and wiring form to them, depends on, or how fast you get paid depends on how fast you get them these forms. So there's not much left to go over. If you guys have any questions, you can email me or call me. It'll be a little tough at first getting used to the new program, but I'm pretty positive as soon as we start doing it a couple times, it'll be like that, and you guys will love it because we'll be able to just get paid a lot quicker. One of the questions has been about 1099s. Will I get 1099 or not? We're still verifying this, and it'll really be, it'll be known by the end of 2022. But we're verifying with CPAs. It'll either be one of the two. It's either going to be you will be 1099 like normal, or you will self-report your income or your profit and loss. And all that really means that you create a profit and loss sheet that tracks your income and your expenses, or just a net income sheet that works too. You can find Excel sheets, you can do it with QuickBooks, a lot of different options. Hopefully I covered everything as quick as possible, and hopefully it's not confusing. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, let me know. I'll do my best to help you, and I'm excited for this program, and I hope you guys have a great day and are super productive and have lots of closings in 2022. Thanks, guys. Bye.